straight right there. I got a camera. Guys, look at this. Look at the backdrop. I'm no longer in my kitchen. I snuck out trying to get some, late night dick. What? We'll see who comes in. So far, Mikey's here. Don Barris is supposed to be joining me. We'll see if he shows up. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing once a week, whether I do it at home in my kitchen or here. I just love the backdrop. This is the original room in the Comedy Store. I'm watching people walk by on Sunset. They can't hear me, so I could say "fuck you," and they can't say shit. Curtis just out there lifting chairs and shit, trying to get me all hot. Pick that chair up, Curtis. Pick it up. So Don Barris is gonna come. We're just gonna talk some shit. Usually I do my rants. I yell into the YouTube, into my camera in my kitchen, talk shit about people, or talk shit about whatever's going on, nonsense that goes on in the world. Mikey Schmidt, my friend Mike Schmidt is here, and he is the tech guy. There's my mask. I have a mask. It's exciting. I should probably take this off, huh? I probably should have got ready like early, but it's not who I am, guys. This is it. I'm a late night person. I go late night. That's when I come alive. Right now, around now, actually this would be a prime time spot for me at 10:46. But usually I go on around 11:30, 11:45, sometimes 12:30, 12:45. Those are my favorites. And it's about the same amount of audience when I go on, which is no one. Sometimes people stay late, but for the most part, they run out because late night gets a little wild. Wow, Curtis is just lifting things and just really, I'm going to have to touch myself to that later. Push it harder, Curtis. Harder, hit it, punch it. So hot. I don't even know where I'm looking. I have no idea where Don Barris is, but he was doing a podcast. He does his own podcast called The Ding Dong Show, which I think tonight's The Ding Dong Show. I forget which one he does tonight, but it's a fun online. It's on YouTube, I think, as well. And he'll be in here talking trash in a couple minutes. That's why I figured we could talk trash. There's not a lot of people here because everybody got canceled. Life is canceled, guys. The cancel culture has canceled life. That's where we're at. This feels like I'm doing stand-up to no one, and I'm excited. I had notes in my book, but I don't remember where I wrote it. So who cares, guys? We're just going fucking rogue here. I'm just going off the rails. This is what we doing. You hear them banging out there? Not banging like they're fucking, but like banging. He's closing everything up. This sucks, man, to see Sunset Boulevard like this. The other night we were here, last week we were here, Saturday night, me and Annie Letterman did just a podcast where we were just talking trash and stuff. Oh my God, it was so much fun. So many people were here. People were calling in, asking questions. I'm gonna look online and see if you guys are asking questions. Sometimes people write questions in, but I didn't promote it because I didn't quite know what we were gonna be doing. There I am, live. One is watching. I think that's me. Oh shit, now you can hear me? No. I don't want you to hear me like that. I'll just watch it later. But if I see somebody write something, I will, whatever. Things I've been pissed about this week. This is a weird week, man. A lot of people getting sensitive still, talking shit, trying to cancel people, trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel. He got in trouble for an interview he did, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that. And it was that Megan Fox, that hot little Megan Fox. And she was telling about how she was doing a scene where, instead of sitting at the bar because she was only 15 years old, they came up with, oh, we'll just put you in a waterfall in a, red, white, and blue bikini. And everybody got upset. I was like, really? That's what they do in fucking action films. I think it was for Bad Boys. And what the hell is his name? Do you know who the producer is of that? I can't think of his name. It'll come to me in a second. That was my life just going by. Brrr, hot little motorcycle. Yeah, they got pissed. They got pissed at him. Like, They made him come on and apologize. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Bad Boys. It's an action film. Something blows up and then a tit pops out. That's how action films work. That's why men watch them all the time and they just jerk off to them. There's no heavy plot there. And just because Jimmy Kimmel like laughed at it, they got all pissed off. Whatever. I'm done with everybody. I can't wait to get canceled. They keep saying I can't say certain things. I can't say racial things. But I don't care. I'm going to keep saying them. I say fucked up shit because that's who I am. I've been trying to write stories. I've been writing so many crazy stories about my family, and not for stand-up as much, but I'm pointing, like, you know, I'm pointing at the original room stage, which is my favorite room in the entire country to work. Actually, probably the entire world, but I haven't performed everywhere in the world. But this stage is so, I don't know, it's so comfortable for me because it's so dark and seedy in this motherfucker. And it's my favorite place in the whole wide world. Oh, there he is. The guy just walked by. I might get some Corona dick. We'll see what happens. There's some hot guys walking by, you know. They might be homeless, need a place to stay. I got a place. Not a big place. You've seen it, the kitchen. I'm usually in the kitchen yelling at people. No one cares. No one listens. This is probably the saddest thing ever, is listening to me just talk to myself. And usually I have like this whole thing I go off on. But right now I'm not going off on that because I didn't even look up my notes. I just decided to fucking come on and start talking. So we'll see. I'm sweating, so I'll lose some weight. That's good. During the pandemic, you got to learn how to cook, right? People are cooking. Everybody's a fucking chef. Every 5 minutes, I'm downloading a new recipe off of TikTok. You know what TikTok? Do you do TikTok, Mikey?
I have no idea.
No idea. That's good. That's good. He has no. TikTok is really sad. It's like a cry for help for most people. And then if they're not crying to be helped, it's like a baby twerking. I know I've talked about that before. But the babies twerking is just too much for me. It's little kids, little like infants singing like rap songs with like, I'm gonna shoot you in the face, bitch. Like, I'm like, no, let's turn that off. Let's work on some other shit. Like, it's just crazy. Or it's like somebody that's being thrown out of their house and crying. This is what I stay up all night watching. And then every once in a while, every like third or fourth TikTok, you'll see like here's a recipe for lemon bread from Starbucks. So there you go. Then I'll make lemon bread. I made banana bread. There's Richie. Richie's like, hurry up. I want to get the fuck out of here. I get it. There's no one here. It sucks. I mean, because we were open. Last week it was great, like I said. And then they decided, there's a spike. Shut it down. Okay, fine. Whatever. So now we're back to that. I'm going to drive cross country in August. I'm really excited about that. So if anybody's got somewhere to stay on the way, hook a bitch up. I'll be with my niece. We know how to street fight, so bring it, bitches. Or if you just want to cuddle, that's fine. I'm not shy. I have a lot of masks. I can wear all different kinds. Yeah, I have dates coming up in August, which is going to feel normal. I'm in, where am I at first? I am in Sturgis, South Dakota. Hey, there's Curtis dancing. Sturgis, South Dakota, August 8th. Kicking off the Sturgis big bike rally, which I'm very excited about because when I played Easy Rider on Wow Women of Wrestling, she was from, like, they would say, where's Easy Rider from? And I would go, oh, Sturgis. But I didn't really even know where it was. That's really sad. But I really didn't. I was just like, oh, bikers, Sturgis, yeah, whatever. But now I'm going to play there. I'm very excited. And then Phoenix, and then I'm going to sneak over to Philadelphia, work a couple places in New York, and then Atlantic City and Minnesota. Minnesota, the end of August. Hoping to book Atlantic City in September. We're going back and forth on the dates. So I'll stay on the East Coast for a little bit, get some fall weather, no fall ball. That's kind of annoying. It's my favorite thing. What were you going to say, Mikey?
You got some shout outs from Mario Canales, Derek Dykman, and Austin Rory.
Hi guys, how are you? Where are they? What are they shouting out?
I don't know anything, but they say hell yeah, late night with Eleanor.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, late night. What's going on? Is it Mario? Did you say a Mario?
I did.
How did you say it? Mario?
I said it the wrong way, I'm sure.
Most people say Mario. It's hard for me to say that. Like, I'm saying your name, Mario, but like to say Mario. I one time was bringing up Mario Joyner, and I was like, give it all for Mario Joyner, and I give him like a really nice intro, and then he goes, it's Mario. I was like, excuse me, fucking royalty. But yeah, we say Mario. We say everything wrong where I come from. So thank you for the shout out. Thank you for listening. I like I said, I don't know where anybody is. People are just leaving me high and dry. That's fine. A lot of comics that I hit up were like, yeah, I'm still kind of nervous to come out during the pandemic. Whatever. They have kids. Like a lot of people are asking, where's the Comedy Store podcast with me and Rick? And I love doing it, but Ingram has a newborn. Okay, so he can't fuck around and come out. I mean, we could Zoom it, but then that would mean one of us would have to know how to technically post something. And we're not good at that. So we're just taking a break from it for a while. He's got a 3-year-old and a brand new baby. So no way, he can't do it. And then my other friend, he's like, nah, with my daughter, I get nervous. And then so many people were like, yeah, I'm still like nervous, but I'll do it remotely. I'll do it online. I was like, all right. Why do people not know that I'm not fucking tech savvy? This is where comics die during something like this because they don't know how to survive online. I'm learning though. I'm learning. I'm gonna start my nephew, my 8-year-old nephew wants to start a YouTube channel with me. Very exciting. I said, what are we going to do on there? He says, we'll play hide and seek. So I'll see what happens. Could be a new porn. We don't know. Isn't that like a big thing? That's just Richie. Hi, Rich. Not just saying just Richie. He what? Oh, okay. Well, whoever can come in, because I feel like I'm talking to myself like a putz looking out the window. This is worse than when I do it in my kitchen because now I feel like just really lonely with all the lights. It's just like, whoa, why is she so well lit? Usually she's in her kitchen in her fucking G-string and a sports bra, which gets me some viewers, but I enjoy it. Yeah, I can't think. There was so many things that I was like, I wanted to talk about that, you write down and then you're like, oh, fuck it. Now I have no idea what to talk about. But Don Barris is one of my late nighters that usually were on this late. Brian Holtzman, he couldn't do it either. It's just like everybody turned me down. I get it. You don't want to hang out with me because I let my hair be curly. It's curly today. It's wild. I'm trying to get it fixed. I got some product in there to try to tame it. We'll see if we can get it down back to its normal. This is its normal. I manipulate it to be straight. Well, that got like real echoey, Mike. Did something happen?
I have no idea.
Oh, or maybe I could just hear outside.
That could be it.
Something. I hear something. I hear Jenny or somebody. Yeah, I might start waiting tables here again. See what happens. See who's hiring. There they are. Easy Riders. Get it, boys. That's Hell's Angels. I'm kidding. It's not Hell's Angels. I have no idea who they were. They didn't have good colors on, so I couldn't pinpoint it. This is going to be, this feels like one of those sets where you're just dying on stage waiting for the blue light. That I kind of I'm kind of enjoying that kind of fucked up feeling again. I was going to text Don Barris to see where he is, but anyway, so we're only going to do this for another like half hour or so. Maybe
3 hours, 4 hours.
You want to do 3 hours?
3 hours.
Be hilarious if we just locked up and waited for the ghost. Mike, you did something interesting before. Am I allowed to talk about that or no?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, just leave cameras on downstairs just to see if we have any ghosts.
That was our most successful show ever. It was.
It was
an
on
empty
Twitch.
basement.
What was it
Yeah.
on? It was on Twitch. Does Comedy Store have a Twitch, or was it your Twitch?
The Comedy Store has a Twitch.
The Comedy
I
Store
did
has a
that on
Twitch. Okay, so you just left the cameras on just to see if
anyone
anything,
saw a ghost.
and nothing.
Well, more people watched that than
Okay.
anything we ever made.
Wow, that hurts because I know we've done 200 episodes of the Comedy Store podcast.
Right.
So more people waited to
To wa-
watch and see if a ghost popped out.
Well, now, in defense of the entertainment, I chose a flashlight with a battery that was dying so that it would get scarier.
Oh, flicker.
Yeah.
Or just kind of light.
Yeah, it was a camera on a scary part of a basement with a dying flashlight in the corner.
By the way, you don't have to say scary part of the basement, just the basement is scary, period. Like, to me, I don't feel uncomfortable down there, but you could still feel it down there. Like, even in here, sometimes you can feel the ghost. The worst room, I think, for me is, and the few things that I've seen, is the ladies' room in the main room. The worst. One time, there was a comic that always brought his dog here, and he would make me watch his dog. It was actually Don's best friend. His name was Todd, and is Todd. I don't know if he's still alive. Who knows? These
If
comics.
he's dead, I'm sure his name is still Todd.
It's true. You're right. Todd. The Todd is what he went by, and he had a dog that he would literally call the dog Bark Dog. That was it. That was the dog's name. So I had Bark Dog, and I brought him in to the main room, ladies' room. And when we went in, the dog started freaking out and was like, "Arr, arr," and went running down Sunset. I have no idea what that dog saw. I just know I couldn't catch that fucking dog. And I was like, Todd, your dog ran away. I'm so sorry. Oh, Don Barris is showing up with a very lovely Mary Jane. There he is. He's got a mask on. He's got a shield on his head. So, I mean, he's really taking the proper precautions. And I'm just out here fucking raw dogging it, man. Took my mask off. Fuck it. So we'll do a little bit with Don Barris and possibly Mary Jane. We'll see what happens. They're parking. Is it still parking? Can you still get parking tickets and shit out here?
Oh, absolutely.
Pieces of shit. Isn't that something? They shut everything down, but yet they still come to give you a ticket. What a piece of shit.
Mario Canales wants to know, when do we get to see the basement?
Oh, Mario, I can't take the stuff down there to see the basement now. But if you watch the Comedy Store podcast or anything filmed on the Comedy Store website, even Argus's show, everything's in the basement. Argus's show is called Comedy Store Tonight, right? Right? I feel like an idiot.
Don't
I can't remember.
don't know.
Anyway,
Comedy
or
Store Tonight with Argus Hamilton. Comedy Store Tonight starring Argus Hamilton. Argus Hamilton presents Comedy Store Tonight.
I like all of those.
Right.
I mean, actually, I don't like any of those because we were the Comedy Store podcast before he started, and then it became the Comedy Store Tonight. But either one of those are filmed in the basement. Guys, look who's here. Don Barris, where are you going? I'm going to go get a drink. Oh, he's going to go get a drink. Okay, all right. How you going to drink with all that? He looks like a welder. This is so weird when people come up and they're completely covered like that. Like Mary Jane, she has a mask on, but it just looks like sexual for some reason. So Mario, I can't take you to the basement right now, you creepy son of a bitch, but you can watch any of the Comedy Store podcast or other stuff that we filmed all in the basement. In fact, I believe there's a Comedy Store documentary coming out in October on Showtime, and I filmed my segment in the basement, and I think a few others did as well. I'm feeling like a buzz. I hear like a buzz. That's probably just my headphones. Danny, we're live on YouTube.
Are we?
It's very exciting.
Come in?
Yeah, come on in. I've been doing this by myself for like 20 minutes, and it's not really great. I gotta be honest. I have the king of late night here, guys. Oh, look at that. as I was saying, like now all the, what do you call them, walk by? What do they call, are you high, Danny? Should I put my mask on? Does it make you uncomfortable?
I'm using this to keep the stench from you away.
Wait a minute, Danny. I specifically washed myself knowing, look, I even let my hair go curly. This is
happening?
this is
What
like
are we doing here
early
exactly?
90s.
Explain what's happening here.
So we're just talking late night stuff, late night rants, whatever. Talking trash late night.
Who's been on besides myself?
Not one person.
This is your well put together.
Well, Danny, I was gonna do. I didn't. I called a few people.
But I see you came prepared with a lot of questions.
Those are my notes. Let's see what these questions.
There's nothing on here.
So weird. I really don't know whose these are. I didn't do this. When I showed up, they were doing. I talked to Tony Hinchcliffe. I told him he could
Whoa.
come in. Jeff Ross was out there. I didn't ask Jeff to come in, but I told another comic to come in, and nobody came in. So I guess
Have
they
you given the background between you and I?
not yet. I've done nothing.
Okay, well, when Eleanor
This
first
is
got
Dodd
here-
Barris, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Okay.
You can't act like you care about me.
So you're saying he didn't clap?
You didn't even have any attention span on me.
Danny, this is early for us, huh, technically?
I'm looking at 2 pictures of you right now.
Ooh.
And then there's another picture of you, and there's a real you. I'm paying more attention to you than you ever have.
I like this. I like your shirt,
right,
Danny,
well, let's-
Tiger King. Is he a Tigers fan?
It doesn't matter. Let's get back to us. When I first came out here, you fell pretty hard for me, didn't you?
I don't know about
Remember
that.
our date?
We did go on a date. Well, let me rephrase that. We didn't go on a date. We went for lunch. And for some reason,
Why is that not a date?
I found out here in Los Angeles that if you go to lunch with somebody, that's a date. So I've been on a date with you, Jason Lucas, Ari Shafir, and they won't let me live it down because I went to lunch with them. They think we went on a date.
My thing wasn't a date with you?
No, not at all. Oh, you want it to be?
No, you claimed some crazy things that day.
What did I claim?
I'm not going to bring this
Oh,
up.
I think you should.
No, I shouldn't.
I think you should.
Wait a minute. Why is Schmitty over there not even looking at us? Talk to me for just a second.
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me? I can hear myself.
Why don't you try the other microphone?
Test.
Oh, God, that's it.
I'm packed in. I'm holding. I'm smiling. She's living. She's golden. She lives for me. Says she lives for me. Ovation. What a motivation. She comes down and she goes down on me. And I make her smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you want to do. Coming over you. Keep on smiling what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that divides you. And I speak to you like the cuddle.
What
Drop
is it?
another line like a
What is this song?
coming like a freak show takes the
Freak
stage.
show.
We give him the game to play. She says, I want
Want
something
something
else to get me through this semi-charmed kind of life. Baby, I want something
something
else. Not listening when you say, America.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't kind of
Kind
remember that song.
The sky was gold. It was rose. I was taking tips up. Okay, I'll stop then.
No, I love it. I want. Is this part of the Barris? But what's the name of the band? What, Danny? What are you doing?
The Barris Kennedy Overdrive.
Barris Kennedy Overdrive.
You know what? I always think that it's really a wise thing to have the wires right at the feet of the performers.
I get nervous too. I have
yeah,
no idea.
I'm going to move away from that. I mean, it's like freaking me out.
How about-
What do you have to do with this?
No, I was going to do a late night podcast where we just, oh fuck, now it's buzzing. Where we just sit, because this is what time we would normally be going on.
I'm never up at
Well,
10.
actually, I said that this is pretty early. Me either. I'm not on this early either.
I'm at 1:30.
You do 1:30, but I usually do 12:45, 12:30.
You're up long before I'm on. You're there when people are still in the audience.
So, no,
Yes.
I get you. I
Submit.
mean,
Am I
Yes.
lying about that?
You get audience members sometimes.
Yeah.
if people
I never
stay
do.
late night, yeah.
People sometimes come to watch me that stay, but that's it. And those are real fucking winners. Let me tell you this.
Danny, you have a great audience that people love to stay and watch you. What do you mean?
Because
See,
they're
Matthew.
hoping my cock falls out of my shorts. That's what they're hoping for.
Well, I don't have to hope for it because it's there. It's out. Hello. I see it. I
Touch
enjoy
it,
it.
feel
Yeah,
it,
it's
touch it.
nice. Is it? Does it have the
See the
round?
scenes of rest. See the scenes of rest.
See the scenes of Reyes.
I remember this when all the Me Too thing came out.
Yeah.
First of all, I am extremely good to women. I
Yeah,
really am.
yeah.
I mean, every girl that's ever come to the Ding Dong Show, I've done nothing except respect. I've never been, so I'm very good. But Eleanor was always a girl that was really, really fucking funny. And there were times.
When you say funny, what do you mean? Like,
Because like people would die laughing at our escapades. And we went out, and every time I would see Eleanor, I would act like it's time to have, I guess the best way to put it is to have sexual intercourse with her.
okay, okay.
So I would chase her around the Comedy Store, throw her down, and moan her.
Did you really have to chase me, you think?
No, I don't think-
there
not
wasn't
at
a lot
all.
of that. Wasn't, you didn't break a sweat.
And the funny thing about that,
You were like,
by-
assume the position, and I just did
is
it.
by standards now, I'm in prison. And I was
Well-
really thinking, if you opened your mouth, you could probably get me in trouble. I've never done that to anybody else.
No, and we would goof like that a lot, like where we would pretend to fight. Like Danish and O'Neill call it public theater,
Yes.
like what I do with Dice too. Because
Yeah.
one night, remember the night out on the front here, me and Dice were screaming at each other, fucking around. He's like, "Bah, bah," and I think you were in on it too, on his side, and the cops came. And I
Yes.
went running in because I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I don't.
And I remember, let me tell me if this is how it went. And then Dice, hey, coppers, it's me, the Dice Man. I was joking around with Eleanor. And then they finally ended up believing us. No, that was
No,
the-
they said we need to see the girl, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I went out, and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you?"
and you
I was
hit,
like,
and
"I'm
the way you put
fine."
your hair over the bruises was funny.
I was like, "It's fine.
You know, that was
That's
actually
lipstick.
the
That's not blood."
that was actually the best thing about touring with Dice, because that was like you had that theater you could do. I just remember in New
It
York
was so silly.
one time just fighting with them in New York and arguing in the cab, and finally the cab driver threw us out. Out of my cab.
The more uncomfortable he can make someone,
Oh,
the happier he gets.
yeah.
But you like to fuck around like that too. You're a fun prankster too to torment, which I love. I mean, we've done a million things here.
Yeah.
The Ding Dong Show, and
Wait a minute, hold on. What's the fucking deal with Schmidt over there?
I don't.
What's
why,
going on?
Why is he bothering
Why
you?
is he?
Why
what's the
is
matter?
It bother? Bye, Rose. Rose is leaving.
Rose?
She just walked away.
Why won't he talk to me?
Here's the thing: not a lot of people showed up tonight because, dumb shit is happening. There's a spike in the.
What happened last night? Do you know the story last night?
I
Or can-
don't. I
Can
just.
you not talk about it?
I don't know if I'm
Can we
allowed
ask?
to.
Can we ask? Is it allowed to talk about what happened last night?
Wow, that's dead air. That's
I
Holtzman's
can't hear
podcast.
Are we not allowed to talk about it? What happened last night?
Sure, he says. Curtis says sure. I really don't
Don and
know
I
what.
kissed.
What's that? No.
Finally,
Who was here last night?
Annie,
Annie?
Letterman, and Pete Lee.
Pete? Who's Pete Lee?
He's a very funny comic from New York, and he did Annie's podcast, the Mean Spirited podcast.
And they were doing a podcast right here,
Yeah,
but they shot it and it went out in the parking lot on TVs,
but we're not allowed to do that, and that's fine.
and that's fine.
It never went out. Right.
They
So-
stopped even before it started.
Right. But she does a podcast anyway. So they just recorded a podcast, kind of like what we're doing, because we're recording this, but it's not playing.
Do I look
outside.
okay?
You look great.
I thought this was streamed live.
No, this is being streamed live on YouTube, not outside in the parking
What
lots,
is the,
and not on.
You know what? What is the?
A gentleman named Derek just called you Don Rickles Jr.
Hi, Derek. Don Rickles Jr. Because he's so funny or because of his big blue eyes? What?
No, because he was the worst rapper of all time. I'm not really I don't understand the comments.
He was the worst rapper, Don Rickles
No.
Jr.?
I'm bad at reading
Let me just say
comments.
this: whatever it's going to be, the internet is very mean.
Are they
And
mean
they're
to you?
They're very mean to me.
I get some mean comments, boy.
Like, oh, I can smell your
And I
puss
don't.
all over
Well, like,
here.
if they say if they write something like "I can smell your puss," I know where that's coming from. That's always you and your little army. But like sometimes people will be like, you know,
address of the? Oops, I can't.
what is the address of what?
If we do the, if somebody wanted to watch this.
It's just on my YouTube channel.
Your YouTube
Yeah, Eleanor Kerrigan. Well, go live then. You go live on Instagram right now or something. You don't want to? I didn't know how else to do this. This is experimental. Tonight is experimental.
How
And
do I get, how do I tweet
how do I tweet something?
something?
Mary Jane. I don't know. You just go to Twitter. You don't have your Twitter? Jane, you're worse than me. I didn't know there was other people that were worse than me. My one of my nieces put it all together for me. Look, they put it in a social box, so I know where everything. But then I've joined new things like TikTok and what's this one? Cameo. I'm on Cameo, guys. John, do you do Cameo?
No.
I don't really get a lot of cameos, but it's fine. It does feel awkward doing them, but I have done a few of them.
Have you really?
Dice does a million of them.
I know it.
He loves it.
Of course he does.
He loves.
He gets to talk about how great he is. Hey, look at me. It's me, the Dice Man.
Some of them-
$40. How much do you charge?
I don't know exactly, but it's not 40. But some of them are so long and they're so dirty. I'm like, oh my God. But he really loves doing them. It's like performing for him, and he's in his garage and he's just going on a rant. Normally, I do this, Danny, in my apartment in the kitchen, and I just talk shit and I bang this pillow. I have this pillow I bang. It's a whole thing. I dry hump it. It's uncomfortable. People like it. I invited Don on, but now he's playing with his phone. But that's just how he is. You know how the kids are. They're always on the phone. I'll tell them some stories about us.
Why wouldn't you admit that we went on a date?
Okay, fine. We went on a date. Where was it? Santa Monica? It was in Santa Monica, yeah.
Holy
There's some
shit.
of the cutest
Oh,
pictures.
stop right now.
What?
I've mentioned this a lot. At one point, you remember Brody Stevens?
Yes.
Brody Stevens.
You got it.
Yeah, that guy.
What?
He told me that you're nobody until you have 10,000 followers on Twitter.
Do you have 10,000 followers?
I passed 10,000 and I was so happy, but they keep dropping off. Look where it is now.
Oh, shit. You know what, Don? I got to be honest.
98, 88.
I think people are just deleting social media because you're right. I think I'm right around the same. And every once in a while I'll look on it and it'll be 100 less. And I'm like, what the fuck? People are deleting
Mary Jane?
Facebook. People are deleting Facebook. I'm telling you, Danny, I wish Rodney Dangerfield never started with the no respect because nobody gets a little less respect than me.
Oh, yeah?
Look at this place. It's empty. They were like, come do it. Yeah, no problem. And now look at it. They're not even in
That
here.
Mike Binder's name got up there.
That's not. Yes.
Did they put it up during the...
I'll give you $1 if you can figure out who they took down. I got it right away.
O.J. Simpson?
O.J. Simpson. Good. You get $1.
Who was it?
Tamayo Otsuki.
Really?
The great Tamayo Otsuki. And but isn't Tamayo, to me, is one of those Mitzi faves. That she
Yes.
wasn't super famous, but when everybody would come in here and they'd look at the names, and then they would ask, "Who's Tamayo Otsuki?" Like, they
She
were
was
fine
on,
with everyone.
She was on a TV series.
She worked a lot. She was in
She was in Jonathan Winter's TV series.
what was it? I can't think of the name, but I know what
The
you're saying.
last one.
But also, she was very funny in the Wayans one. Don't drink your gin and don't drink your gin and juice in the hood while being a menace.
Don't be a menace to society while drinking
Your gin and juice in the hood. Right. Remember how funny Tamaya was? She played the store owner.
I never saw it.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. It was so great. One day I was in Vegas and I'm working out and I'm waiting, before my show. I go to the gym and I'm wearing a Comedy Store t-shirt naturally. And all of a sudden, this lady comes up. She looks crazy. And she goes, I know you. And I was like, who the fuck? And then it hit me. And she goes, where dice? And I go, Tamayo? And she goes, yeah. And she was so
Has she done anything
excited.
with her front teeth?
I mean, she looked good. She just looked disheveled.
No, but she's missing teeth.
She wasn't when I saw her.
Oh,
Unless, so she must have got them
Maybe something.
fixed.
was
But
done.
her hair was wild. And then her outfit looked like she looked homeless. But her face, like once I focused, I was like, oh, you're just at the gym. And then she goes, where dice? Gambling? And I go, oh shit. And I told Andrew, he goes, oh, she remembers.
She remembers. How could she forget? I'm a man. She's a woman.
Do you remember when you would go up or bring me up and be like, how many of these guys
Yes.
didn't you fuck on this list?
I know you fucked Yakov. I know you fucked Kinnison.
And Kinnison.
Are you ready? Here comes the Lord. Gary Shanley, I don't know.
Oh my God, I would have loved to sleep with Gary Shanley.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because I'm a big fan, I guess. I'm not sexually attracted to him. He makes me laugh, or made me laugh rather, so really hard. And I only met him once or twice. I never met Kinnison. You know that. He died the year before I came here.
Really?
Sucks.
I remember the night he died.
Yeah.
I remember, guess who told me?
Who?
A guy that probably had more to do with unhappy feelings than anyone in the history of this comedy club.
Happy feelings?
No, unhappy feelings.
Unhappy feelings. Was it Mark Goldstein?
Close.
Danny Stone?
Harris Pete.
Harris Pete?
Hey, did you hear who died?
Harris Pete has been on the Comedy Store podcast, and every time Rick would bring up a story, like, is it true? He'd be like, okay. He'd go into this.
Was he a good storyteller?
He was funny. He was funny. Yeah, he's great. I mean, Harris has the best story. Harris threw a lady in a wheelchair down those front steps. Like, the shit we did now, like, even before the pandemic, how long ago you think have we been corporate here at the store?
Is it corporate?
That's what I call it.
See, I'm
The
just,
shit we used to get away with, they would never be able to get away
you
with
know
that.
what? I'll tell you this. I like it now because I came in.
It's a
and-
real business now.
Yeah, but it was good. It was nice to have people around. It was nice to have a buzz in the place.
But you were saying, like, I go on and I still have an audience, and you're right. But even though I have like a 12:45 spot, people were still hanging out in the original room, like on a Saturday night. I'm saying before the pandemic, obviously, but it was that busy that it was
Yeah.
people were staying, and then they got into you staying late night, so they would stay to say, I'm staying to see Don Barris, like they would stay to see Holtzman in the main room or stay to see Brody late night. You know, that's a big deal to get people to stay to the
Did you
very
try to
end.
contact Holtzman?
I called Holtzman too.
You know his sister passed on.
I did. At first I think I only wrote him on Facebook, and then I realized, oh shit, I never called him and wrote it. Like, I hate that. Like, you don't want to write it on social media. So I called him, and then I told him I was doing this and if he wanted to join, and then he texted me in all capital letters saying that he would not be able to join me tonight.
Oh, he did
Which
it
is fine.
today.
It's fine. No, yesterday. So it's fine. I like I said, we just came up with this yesterday, so this is like an experiment. This is a
Well, you
last
should
minute
do
thing.
it. You should
I
do
want to
it.
keep doing it,
If
and
you
then
want me around, how many time you want.
that's what I said. You and me, or we'll have people come in, and like when
But people like you.
people
like-
like you
no,
too,
not like-
especially if
not
you
like
look at the
you.
camera and not back there.
What are you talking about?
There's
Where's the camera?
cameras.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like.
We're kind of live on YouTube.
Let me see
You
the
think people don't like you?
Not really.
See, your head's backwards. You're turned around.
It looks good.
It does look cool. The shot looks cool because the OR in the back. It's just my hair. I apologize. I did not.
Why don't you dress up, man? You'd think you'd do something.
What? Look at this. I mean, why couldn't I be Kelly LeBrock if I had a hotter body and a prettier face?
Kelly LeBrock.
Remember that hot lady that Steven Seagal used to beat up?
Where's nobody's in the room?
Not one person, Don. Seriously, you want me to call Mary Jane? Let's see. Yeah, no one comes in here because you're saying they like me, but they don't. They want to go home. I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. I got Mary Jane in here under a code name. Oh, you're calling. Okay, I was just going to text her.
Text her.
Let's-
See who gets to her first.
Let's see if she answers. Damn, that's loud.
So are you.
Sorry.
Did you ask Danish and O'Neill?
Do you want to call Danish and O'Neill?
Did you ask them?
No, well, they won't come in. They won't come in.
Why?
Hello, it's me. Leave a message.
The woman, I can see what they're doing, but they will only, do it remotely.
Why?
Danish has a kid, man. They can't fuck around. And O'Neill just told me, what did O'Neill tell me? Should I text him and say you guys want to be? I wanted to have like people join in, but you can only do that on Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it on here. You can do it on Twitch, but you can't do it on YouTube Live. So this is an experiment, guys. So I apologize, but I promise I'll get my shit together. You know, I just fucking do things. I just do it, and it comes off shitty. It comes off great. Because sometimes it's great, sometimes it's awful.
Is he having something to do with it?
Mike Schmidt, yeah. I don't do anything without
Mike.
Mike Schmidt here. My
Mike.
God, he does all the shit.
Yes.
He's great.
He
I
is.
really thought they had something going great downstairs, and it was all fucked up.
They did.
They really did. And it was guys that understood funny, which really sucks.
Yeah.
And it was the core of like the COVID-19 in this club too, right?
Oh,
What-
most definitely.
What are you saying, that they started it in the basement?
For people that caught it at the club, yes.
Should I ask Danish and O'Neill if they have any questions for you and I?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Is there a live? Is there anybody saying anything?
What about what? Oh,
Let's see.
Any questions or anything?
I haven't had any.
I don't want anything mean said to me, so don't read those. So I just go through those. I appreciate you.
I
doing
put
that.
this is what I did. I put a comment on a person, a friend, a comic friend. I put a comment on his video that he put out on Instagram.
Yeah.
All of his fans started attacking me because they thought I was going against him because they don't understand sarcasm. Anyway, so they were like, who the fuck are you? You know, saying awful things. You have a long face. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? No shit, motherfucker. And you have a big forehead. Yeah, you're clever. It was so funny. But see, to me, like, I don't mind if people get it out. What's the matter, Mary Jane?
Mary Jane.
At the tone,
Oh,
please record
shit.
your voice message.
Boy, her operator's loud as
You may
shit.
hang up or press
Don, what are you doing?
Hey, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, can you welcome to this late night podcast with Tony Hinchcliffe, H to the inch to
Hi,
the
Tony
cliff to the
Hinchcliffe.
E.
How are you?
to
Should
the-
I move
My
over?
first time in the original room in months.
Dude, it feels so weird, right? What? Huh? Give him that. Oh,
Oh,
give him that.
that one doesn't work, I guess.
Hold on.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Tony,
Hi,
you're
that one
coming in
worked.
strong. What's happening,
Motherfucker.
Tony?
I like to project.
Is that what you like to do? So do I.
You
That's my
know, with
fucking
other
fist.
men. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
lots of
What's going on in here? What are you
Tommy
guys
told
talking
us.
about?
We were talking about nothing really. We were talking about late night. This is what this was going to be like. Just talking shit late night. So it was going to be an experiment. And then Don Barris has only been on his phone the whole time since he's
That's
been
not
here. He's
true. I'm
ignoring
trying to
me
get-
completely.
Trent, I've answered everything that you had.
He wants to talk about Mary Jane or something.
When you lied about us not dating.
Tony, if I went to lunch with you, would you consider that a date?
All right, let's forget one. You have to add an important part.
Yeah.
At the end of lunch, you
Oh,
ended
I
up
am
fucking her.
Wait a minute.
Let me ask you this: How does the lunch?
At the end of lunch, what happens?
How does the lunch start? How do you get invited to lunch? Depends on the forum in which you are invited to lunch.
Okay, let's say this. I'll give you an exact example of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how you can tell when some girl's really into you?
Yeah.
I come into the Comedy Store every night and I see those eyes and I see her laughing at all my jokes and everything. And I just think, oh, yeah, I might want to try to pop this thing. So I say, hey, we ought to hang out sometime during the day.
And we're talking early 90s. My hair looks like this.
So we go
Yeah,
out
little
to
Michigan, Jersey, fucking.
Watch your mouth. I'm not from
Yeah,
Jersey. You
just-
know that.
and you know what you do. You
Yeah,
go-
Philly is Jersey
Philly-
though.
Philly.
People from Ohio, it's all the same.
Yep, it is.
We
all the
get
same.
angry.
So we go out to the beach. I think, hey, how about going out at the Santa Monica Pier? And I'm thinking, hey, you know what? I know all these little cubby holes where nobody can
And I'm
see
like,
what's
oh, I
going
love cubby holes. They're so much fun.
on. So I end up fucking her in that tree. She's got
Yeah.
pictures.
I don't. Okay,
Do you have pictures of me and you in the tree?
I certainly do.
I actually have seen those before, and it looks like you guys had sex before that.
You know why?
Because my hair was real curly, Joe. I think I was wearing clogs. I should have been killed that day. But Jeff Danish asked, how's Brian Cosme? Cosme?
It's a great question. Brian Cosme, who actually was part of my Ding Dong show, but started doing so much crystal meth, he ground his teeth to nothing. I've never seen that in my life. But he just, and he had no teeth.
Okay.
No teeth.
He,
I have the opposite of that problem.
What's that?
too
I have
much
too
teeth.
much teeth,
Same
yeah.
disease.
You have the East Coast teeth problem.
Start doing crystal meth.
Okay.
I'll think about it. He also asked, did you go to any Black Lives Matter protests?
Of course I did.
Okay.
I
How?
think that what we're facing right now in this country is unbelievable. And as I've said all along, to me there's one race, and that's the human race. And what has been done here is completely wrong. And I was informed by my good friend Paul Mooney how wrong it was during the days that I knew Paul.
Oh, homie. How
Oh.
great was Paul Mooney? How great was Paul Mooney? Whatever. He still does it. Oh, wait. There's another question coming in. Oh, no. I don't know if I should read this.
Go ahead.
Is this streaming right now?
No. It's just
Okay.
Yes, it
Danish
is.
and
Is that
O'Neill I'm
streaming?
texting with because they could.
Well, if they had somebody over there by the board, we could.
Ask them.
I hate them. Jeff is writing like 50 questions at a time.
What-
Is it true that Perry was in China when the coronavirus started?
No truth to that. No truth.
No
to
truth
That.
to that, Jeffrey.
But I'll tell you this. I know this. When you mentioned that guy Perry, I just remember the night he took me and kissed me. It was a night where he.
Did you
told-
enjoy the kiss?
No,
Was
I
it
did
like a
not.
soft kiss?
I did not.
It was
a
against
tough-
your will.
He picked me up and hugged me like a bear,
Whoa.
tossed me around, and then put his big Majambo lips on mine.
I thought you were going to say dick. 'Cause there's no way he has a big
I think there's
Majambo
another
dick.
question.
They want to know, was Eleanor really fucking everybody?
Is that where you did you ever go through a phase where you because you are like royalty? I know a different Eleanor than a lot of other people here. I came in,
Let me explain what. Do you remember David Banks?
I know exactly what it was because
what happened.
This guy David Banks is one of my, God rest his soul, one of my favorite people. And when he used to come here, he would make me laugh so hard. He wrote for like Richard Pryor, and he was on the Richard Pryor roast. this funny older black guy, and he was like a mentor to a lot of young comics. And so one night I came, Chris Tucker's car was on fire outside, and him and Faison pull up, and me and Lauren Peltz help him push the car into the back. And for some reason, David was walking by when we were like pushing it, and we walked out of the back together, 4 of us. And he's like, I knew you'd be fucking him. I knew it. Like, he started a rumor that I was
Right.
fucking Chris Tucker.
Because you're pushing his car that's on fire. You must be
Yes.
fucking him.
Obviously.
Why would you risk your life?
I love Chris Tucker. He was like one of my favorites when you look at all the
There's a
questions.
question coming in. There's a question. Are they listening? Let me see what the
No, they're
questions
not
are.
listening. But so David,
There's Big Mama.
he
Night,
literally,
there's
I
Big-
introduced him to Danish.
Whatever happened to Nurse Big Mama?
Which one?
Does Bushman still like to party?
Oh, those are 2 questions in one. That's not even fair.
Bushmen like to party.
So you push Chris Tucker's car.
Well, so David Banks, I introduced him to Jeff Danish when he was working the door, and he goes, "Oh, homie, Eleanor was fucking everybody."
Where can
Like,
we
it
get
just-
some of
it was a
Dice's old
joke.
clothes right now?
Where could we get some of Dice's old clothes?
Right now. Oh, hey, look at this. I got some shirts that I wore.
Andrew Dice used to bring his clothes
Very
here.
nice.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then Hart was like, "Oh, I found $100 in the pocket."
Oh,
so then
that'll change the game.
everybody went in.
Yeah. Oh, I need a pair of 52 waist jeans, Dice. It's me, Tony Hinchcliffe. I need to.
He would give you whatever you wanted. Who cuts Holtzman's hair and colors his mustache?
Who does cut Holtzman's hair?
I think
That's
he
a great
He
question.
colors his own mustaches, I found out.
You think he goes to like a Supercuts? I get Supercut
That's his
energies
joke.
from him.
Because he would say, I went to Supercuts. I'm getting a lawyer. So that was for years, his dumb joke, which I love.
Which years was that his joke exactly? Just so that I know
Good question.
whether I can still.
What, tease him about it?
No.
Or you want to use it? I'm just gonna-
No, I was gonna say be a fan of his because that's like a
Really?
pretty beat up joke.
It was definitely in the early 90s.
Oh, that's great.
So
Yeah,
when he-
that's
yeah.
fine. That's why I asked. Good.
I'm trying to think.
If you would have said 2019, I would have been like, oh, fuck.
For who's this? It was like one of the things that Dice did that I always laughed at. And I said, "Did you write that?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I've heard it about 1,000,000 times. Hey, that dick ain't gonna suck itself. And I thought that's so perfect for him.
Hickory Dickory Dock. Dice, did you write that?
I feel like,
Yeah.
well, Hickory Dickory Dock, that part he didn't write, but this dick isn't going to suck itself.
Yeah.
People do run with that. It's not going to write itself. It's not going to, I mean, it is a thing.
But I mean, was it kind of a thing before?
I don't know. Good question.
I think it might have
What
been.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
What came first? Dice's version of a joke?
Or the
Well, you know,
joke.
me and, do you remember Lexi Shoemaker? Do you
She was
remember?
in love with
Yeah.
Brody.
She was in love with the great Brody Stevens. So we had a podcast.
Unfortunately, she didn't hang around like he did. Come on, Brody.
You
Why would
got
you do
it.
that? Why would you make that joke?
I'm dad.
That's
That is
supposed to
not
be-
funny.
He literally, so we had this podcast where it was called The First Five. So you talk about the first 5 minutes you ever performed or wrote of stand up. So I remember we were in the back here and we asked Brody, "Hey, would you do our podcast?" And he was like, "What is it?" And we told him, "It's the first 5 minutes you ever wrote or performed of stand up." And he goes, "I still do those jokes." And me and Lexi were like, "All right, you could, but is it gonna ruin it? I can't have my career ruined." And he flipped out in the potluck section.
I've never seen him flip out before.
Lexi would push his buttons. Remember,
I did too.
she had a crush on him.
Did she really have a crush?
Yes,
God.
she had a crush on him, but she was like, she
All
was
these people that had
nervous.
crushes on Brody admitted it after he died.
No,
No,
she sat up front
she-
and told
yeah, she
him,
did.
and it made him uncomfortable.
She really did. I remember that.
She liked him a lot. I don't know if I should read this
Read that.
out loud. I have to see what the last name is before I say it. Anybody spoken to Dean the Nightmare Gelber? And man, wasn't it his ex-girlfriend real pistol?
She was a pistol.
She
man.
was a pistol.
Listen, we told Sam Tripoli, Rick, and I told stories about his ex-girlfriend, and because of that, she called the lawyer, and we had a disclaimer put on our podcast.
Fuck.
So I don't talk about that pistol, if you will.
Pistol will kill ya.
That pistol threatened to kill Rick's kids, and then lost her own.
Oh my
Good
God.
job, good job.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, do I hate. We have some characters that hang here, huh? How
You ain't
long have
lying.
you been here, Tony?
13 years.
Damn.
Talk
that's
about
great.
characters that live here, by the way. I was here last week,
Ooh.
one of the first weeks back.
Okay.
And Boone was here. Boone Shakalaka literally pulled down his mask at one point. I was only around him for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And in the first 2 minutes of that 20, he pulled down his mask and started coughing. I'm literally like, what the fuck? Boone hanging out here is one thing. Boone coughing without a mask is a whole
Yeah.
nother during
Dude,
July 2020.
no good. First of all, Boone's like a cockroach. They're never gonna kill him. He's not gonna get corona and die.
Yeah.
We will all get it before him.
He'll give it to us.
For sure. I one time brought him up here when I was fucking hosting open mic. And he came up in his underwear. Remember he was going through that phase where he would come up in his underwear?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's coming up and he's got a fucking bloody toe. I go, hey, man, just
Ugh.
don't touch anything. Don't fucking touch anything. Oh, I was so mad. I'm not a big, like, let's all hang with Boone person.
Oh, me neither.
I kind of get annoyed by it.
Any other
Yeah.
questions?
No.
Never saw Don with a bloody toe.
Don Barris? I've
can
never
he,
seen him
uh,
without his shoes on, without
Yeah.
his sneakers on. He's a
Can
good
he,
person.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Can ask them if they can take a phone call. Come on the air with us.
Let's see, because maybe his daughter's sleeping.
Oh yeah, they all got
I just
daughters now.
I want to ask them.
All these tough
No.
guys got daughters.
Everybody's got kids.
Isn't it funny? All the tough guys get daughters. Sam Tripoli has twin daughters.
How fucking crazy is that?
Yeah, but that was out of love, so it,
It
means so
starts
much
to
more.
make me believe in God because
I know for sure. That just means that if I get a girl knocked up, I'm having female triplets for sure. I know it.
Tripoli's triplets would have been great.
Oh, I know.
Oh, fuck.
He probably was supposed to have triplets. At least one of them had to die in that womb. You know what I'm saying?
No, somebody was just like hearing their dad on a ranch and was like, I'm out. I'm going to choke myself out.
There
Fuck
had to be
this."
at least one miscarriage. He was probably supposed to have octuplets, but like 6 of them died in the.
Hold on. Let's see. If I'll
Just kidding, Sam. But
Whoa,
I know
what the
someone's
fuck?
gonna send him that clip.
Sam Tripoli knows how much I love him and I call him all the time. He's like one of my mentors, which is frightening.
Sam's the fucking man, dude.
Makes me laugh so hard.
Sam was my first mentor. If we're talking about it, if we can get cheesy for a
Danny.
second.
Hold on. Is this working?
Without Sam's mentorship, I
Hold,
don't know.
please. Hello?
Yeah, look.
Hey, Andrew, is that you?
Hey, Dice
Who's
Man.
this? Barris? When you brought
Barris
it
is
up?
here. Yeah, I am potted up. Good to see you, Dice Man.
You're not seeing me because it's a phone call, dummy.
I am a dummy.
Andrew, that's so weird.
I'm doing a FaceTime via speakerphone.
Is this one of your cameos, Andrew?
This is going to cost you $48 per second.
Per second.
How
Jesus.
much is your charge? Because I'd like to get one of those. How much do you charge, Dice Man?
For you,
Yeah, for me.
$400 per minute.
Wait a minute. That's more than the regular person.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Wheels.
hey,
I charge
Wheels.
A little, I charge a little less.
Wheels, how much is yours?
I got the pandemic 2 for the price of 1. I'll give you 48% off. It's about $5.
Okay. Tony,
Is that really
Credit card
Wheels?
and social and a couple of your passwords.
Is that really
normal
Wheels?
stuff?
we
All
can't
right.
give you our social security and our passwords. That's
Wheels.
not
Let me see if that's really Wheels. Wheels.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. I want to see if it's really you.
Yeah, we just called them Coach. Is that what you're going to ask?
Nope. I was going to ask. Your family is part of a big, mainly an East Coast originally from Italy type of family.
Whoa.
What are you a member of?
You know, I mean, do I have to spell it out? I mean, the Genovese, stuff like that. Mario Puzo, The Godfather. You can watch these films and you can figure it out.
Okay, you know what's funny about that? Wheels would not say it
He would
because if you're part of the mob, you don't say that you're part
No,
of the mob.
I meant hardworking, like unions, stuff like that.
Okay.
So how come you're not at the Comedy Store tonight?
Yeah, Jeff, we miss you.
Just working on
No.
coronavirus, cures and stuff, and just tinkering around in the lab.
Have you-
Wales,
Have
you
you?
haven't figured anything out in 40 years.
Why is Andrew so mean to Wheels?
Yeah, that's so mean.
Does that upset
Hello,
you,
this
Wheels?
is a weird party line. This is the Danish.
This is the Danish, and we have Tony Hinchcliffe and the great John Barris here. Do you have any?
The great one?
The
great
no,
one?
not
How
the
you
great
been?
one.
Oh.
Remember the great
Oh.
one?
Oh, Don. I thought you said the great one. I'm
She
sorry. I
she
got
did.
excited.
By the way, it took me 11 years to figure out how funny it is that his name was the Great One.
Yeah.
I just realized right now, like, oh, now I get it.
He's a huge fan of irony.
A huge. Why is he a huge fan of Ari?
No,
Irony.
irony. But Ari,
Irony.
too. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I can barely even say anything anymore. I mean, everyone's on my ass.
There was a guy that I host this virtual show every night. And so you get all these people coming on. And there was a guy that looked exactly like Ari.
It's a good-looking guy, you're saying. Did you look at his balls for the
I didn't
100%
even-
doppelganger?
Does
Didn't
he have
even
the
ask.
wrecking balls? Yeah, you need those.
There's only one Ari Shafir. I mean, you can't beat this.
Ari, are you in any kind of trouble?
The NBA is coming back, but that's all I'm going to say. I cannot talk about the NBA anymore.
I wanted to I wanted to bring you on because I wanted to ask your opinion about this Comedy Central show.
Which shows?
Esther's
which-
comedy special?
Oh, Esther's. I've not
Isn't
seen
that out
it.
tonight?
Might be.
Debut tonight,
Have
right?
you see it?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know a lot about it.
What do you know a lot about it?
They got it. It's an hour special.
It's like a documentary as well.
Yeah.
correct?
Well, I mean, that's
What's
what,
it called? What is it called, Jeff? Do you know?
I think it's
I
hot,
want.
hot for my name, I think.
Oh yeah, hot for my name, Esther Pavitsky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
I like
shot it. They
Esther.
shot, 6 or 7, 8, 9 different performances, and they got it.
I heard Holtzman opened for her,
How,
which was a bold
terrifying.
choice. But I heard that it set the stage nice.
How terrifying would that be if Holtzman opened for sweet little
I
Esther?
have to say, she has so much makeup on. I didn't even recognize her.
Well, I mean, we could say that about anybody.
Not
Hold
me.
on,
Anybody's
hold on.
1 hour special.
Oh,
I
really?
promise you that.
Did you have makeup on?
I didn't have makeup on, no, but mine couldn't be considered a 1 hour special. I'm saying for things that could actually be considered true specials,
Wait a second, Esther's on the phone.
especially
Esther?
females. They wear a
Esther?
lot of
Oh,
makeup.
no.
It's
Congratulations.
Esther?
Hey, Esther.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Don. Thanks for getting me tickets to that concert one time.
Lady Gaga. I
Lady
was actually
Gaga.
there for that. Me, Benji.
So fun, poker face.
Yep.
Who are these people, Eleanor? You call me up. And,
Hey,
you know,
thanks, man.
who? Esther? What is this, Purim?
Poor-
Yeah, I actually wrote some of the Purim stories.
No,
yeah.
Wheels, you're not Jewish. How can you have written the Purim stories?
You guys ever heard of Philippians, the Bible verse? Yeah. I wrote some.
Philippians. What the fuck is a Philippian?
I don't know the page numbers offhand, but I did write some of it. So, things are going well.
Okay.
Okay, Wheels.
Things
Again,
are
I'll
going
ask
well.
one more quote. I'll ask one more question. You played football at Florida State University.
Yeah. I got Burt Reynolds to sign.
Really?
Yeah. He
What
came
was-
down and said,
Okay.
I said, you know what? You'd be good, Smokey and the Bandit, but you should play here first.
I don't
You know?
believe that you played football for Florida State. Who, if you
I think you may need to check your stats there.
If you really played football at Florida State University, you'd know the name of the coach. Who was it?
We just called him Coach. Sometimes C for short.
Should we explain who Wheels is for
No.
literally anybody that's listening?
No, because let me tell you this. This is maybe the worst podcast I've ever been on before. It's made no sense at all.
For the record, I think they should change the mascot. As you know, I'm a quarter Native American. I get government money. You know, it's a good thing.
This is my first live YouTube thing, but if they ever listen to the Comedy Store podcast, then they know who Wheels is.
Did you spell live Lieve?
It's Wheels Live.
Oh yeah. Is Laney there? Laney
Yeah.
drinking through the pandemic?
I guarantee you she is.
Have you been drinking through the pandemic? Have you guys been drinking? Danny doesn't drink. Tony, do you drink?
Yeah, I've only had a couple drinks though.
You're not
I've
like
been hanging out at a trailer park of a friend of mine.
Oh, really? In Malibu?
Yeah, a lot of drinking over there.
What else has been going on during the pandemic for you, Jeff Danish?
I found Darwin Hines. We're working on a buddy cop movie.
A buddy cop movie? That's
Yeah,
great.
me and Darwin, we're doing a remake of 48 Hours.
Okay.
Should I explain who Darwin Hines is?
Do you
for
know
the-
who Darwin
No.
Hines
For
is?
literally anybody that's listening?
Sure.
Do you
explain
know
it.
him?
Who doesn't know Darwin? How
Yeah.
dare you?
Again,
Get out-
13
gotta leave
years
the
is a
place.
long time. I know you guys have been here for like 45 years or
If
whatever.
people
but
look at me and they're like, "You're still alive?" Like it's that long. It's
Just
unbelievable.
I know Darwin's young.
Started the
Darwin
Steve
is your
Harvey
guy.
book.
Darwin is your
Before
guys'
Steve
Gerard Carmichael.
Let me just ask you this.
Darwin is Darwin.
This is somewhat, because I noticed you haven't looked at any of your producers at all.
I did
And
look at my producer.
I know this. They had said at one point that what they were looking to do,
Oh, the old
They wanted
police
to
over
close
here.
at
Oh yeah, the
11:30.
the
Oh,
old
but-
police over here.
but
I
you
knew you
know
were
what?
gonna do that. I knew you so well, Don. I know when you're trying to shut shit down.
What? He wants to shut this down?
Look at him. Oh, they
Richie
told
said-
me.
I was just wondering
I
if you
just don't want to
wanted
get
it
in
shut
trouble.
down. Thank you.
I just don't want to get in trouble. over
I don't want to get in trouble
Man,
because
I hate Richie, man. I really do.
Darwin.
Darwin,
You're
why
still
do you
mad
hate
at
Richie?
Richie?
Richie, man.
what did Richie do to you?
Man, fuck Tommy, man. Fuck everybody up there.
Darwin.
Man.
Tommy doesn't work here anymore. But what?
Tommy-
Man, fuck Dean Gelber, man. I'll fucking kill that motherfucker. I really will, man. Who is this guy? I like what he stands for.
Richie's here and he's yelling back at you, Darwin. I don't understand. Richie, you got beef with Darwin?
Richie, you owe me fucking $14,000, man.
$14,000?
For what? What is-
You and Frazier Smith, man. I hate you, man. I really do.
Oh, he said that he owes you. You owe him money for the Detroit Lions losing. Richie's really fighting with you. He's like,
Man,
"You
the
owe me
Detroit
money."
Lions can't break your heart. Isn't that true, Don?
Hey,
Yes, it is Frage.
Fraser Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do we have to explain who that is? Tony?
Yes, yes, you
I
do.
think everyone knows who Fraser Smith is.
No.
I am an LA radio legend. Come on.
What's the name of the radio station?
was the
Tony's
guy
a
that-
professional
He was the
podcaster.
guy
Obviously, I'm not.
that was the first guy to break the Van Halen ban.
Man,
Frazier Smith.
Eddie was
Yeah,
a good
there you
guy.
go.
Come on.
And I mean, I agree. It's funny as shit, but like, you have to let the people that might be like, I'll give this podcast a shot. You have to give them at least a chance to like
To
get in
get
the
in
joke.
on the joke.
Yeah.
A gamble. Come on.
Normally, I think I'm just so used to doing the store podcast and all the characters are so full of life
I know.
that now I'm like, oh, you just know them.
I know. It's not.
It's kind of sad. This is why I'm not successful, Tony, and I'm fine with it. I can't even get my hair straightened anymore. That's how bad I am.
True.
You can't even get an early podcasting slot
That's true.
What I love is
during a pandemic.
We're doing it late date. Your socks
else
say
is on
Tony
the roster
Hinchcliffe?
tonight, or is this just the only one?
no. They say
Tommy
TH.
Hilfiger.
No, it's
The TH.
It's Thalia Hall. It's a big theater in Chicago, Illinois. That we.
But do you have that because it's your initials?
I like it. I thought it was
Well,
like,
I'm wearing them because it's my initials, but I got them because we sold out Thalia Hall in Chicago, Illinois. No big deal. Let's keep it on the Darwin Hines
why
or
don't
someone
you
that
explain
something
what
else
this
that
big
no one else
theater
knows.
is?
Yeah, I don't even
Explain what this fucking theater is that you
You guys
sold
know
out.
what selling out
How am
theaters
I
is
supposed
like.
to see it with my mind's eye?
It's like Darwin.
I've sold out theaters.
Yeah.
Not by myself. Only if I was giving out the tickets
Andrew,
could I do
Andrew.
that. Yes.
Andrew,
Dice
Man, are you there still?
Yeah.
Hey, how did Eleanor sell out tickets? How did she sell out a concert before?
That's Chris Tucker.
Oh, we were talking about the great David Banks.
Wait, did you guys see my YouTube clip?
Oh, shit. Jimmy Painter's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
We have a new James
Wow.
Painter. We have a new, they found a new clip. It's, how long is it, Jeff? 25 minutes?
About 16 minutes.
James Painter put a clip on the internet.
I don't think he did. I'm going to be honest, but somebody else did. And it is
Did I
glorious.
see the city wrong on stage? Yeah, okay, maybe I did.
He goes, what was the city he said?
How can you can smoke cigarettes inside in Houston? Oh, Austin? Oh, yeah, okay, I know where I am.
It's fucking brilliant. I watched it. How many times? I must have watched it 30 times easily. It's a new. I'll send it to you. I wonder if I can't
It's high
post.
quality. I think he was on the road with a young Mac Lindsay back in the day. They did a Texas swing.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Imagine
a
those two
decent
on on
crowd.
the same plane.
Mac Lindsay and James Painter on the same plane. Oy
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
I'm guessing they weren't sitting in the front of that plane.
No, and I'm gonna guess that they weren't even in a plane that they drove there.
I'm going to guess an air marshal was freaking out on that one. Hey, stop looking at me, buddy.
Painter, why are you so paranoid?
I'll give you something to Hey, Bob, watch me jerk off.
So, Painter, that's really weird. Like, why would you?
Hey, Jim Painter, it's Don Barris. How are you?
Oh shit! Are you getting a ticket, Danny?
Oh, no.
Am I getting a ticket?
No,
No, they drove. They kept going, Mary Jane.
it's
but-
comedy. It's just a joke.
No, the fucking. I don't trust.
Who?
I don't trust Hollywood parking.
Yeah.
West Hollywood.
You're not gonna
especially.
get a
Jane with
ticket
them?
done.
Hollywood Park Casino, you already got a sponsorship?
Look, Mary Jane's out there punching cops. Get him, girl. Get him. What is Mary Jane out there saying to the policeman?
I'm Mary Jane, and I don't get tickets. Isn't Holtzman, doesn't he work for law enforcement?
Wait,
He's a dog catcher.
in Marina Del Rey. He's
He's done with that. You know what
he doesn't work with the
Here's what
meter
happened.
maids
Here's
anymore.
What
what's
happened?
crazy. Because he got in a big fight with somebody and he was screaming at him.
Not our Holtzman.
He was
I heard he broke his watch during that, and he called timeout. Is that true?
no, that was when he fought me. No,
sorry.
he was yelling at this woman who did something that he didn't like. So he's put on suspension until further notice with pay. He planned on retiring, like at the 15-year mark or whatever mark, and it went through, and he's still being paid. I said, just don't retire. Just let him keep paying you. So
I
he gets a
agree,
weekly
especially
paycheck.
now.
Wow.
Is there a way I can be hired and instantly suspended with pay?
Be the way to do it. I think it's been like
I'm
6
looking for a
months.
job, John, to be honest.
Are you really?
Hey man, me and Richie were just talking about doing Postmates, man. We're getting out there.
You know what's crazy about this? We're in a day and age when there literally is no jobs.
Yeah. There's
There is
gonna be
no
people
job.
in Ferraris doing Postmates like in like 2 weeks.
If we go any longer, that's where we're at. It's gonna be Ford versus Ferrari. Ferrari and Postmates. I can't even speak.
I
You're
ordered a
relative.
pizza the other day, and the Bushman delivered it. It was Postmates.
No, that was
Hey,
Richie.
will you see where Mary
Oh,
she let Mary Jane
sorry.
in? But she went out to the car, but she
She
came
came
back
back
in.
in.
But you probably can't get back in. The doors are probably closed.
Wait, hold on. I just called up Katie, legendary Comedy Store waitress.
Oh, Katie. That might be the most famous impression that's happened.
That's-
so fucking. It was not bad.
It's not a good impression at all.
Hey, Katie, how are you?
I see Dean Galba. He left me in Costa Rica 5 fucking years ago.
Are you still in Costa Rica?
Does anybody have Big Poppy's phone number?
Are you fooling around with Big Poppy, Katie?
You know, they got in trouble for the Dominican. I may have been down there. Don't tell his wife. She's a good fucking lady, you know.
You're the reason Big Poppy got shot, Katie? God.
Hey, Richie, you hiring or what?
It's such an idiot.
Katie, have you been drinking?
I had 4 car bombs before I came on here.
Kababs. Jesus Christ. Kababs.
Who do you guys think is the hottest NBA player?
Who's the hottest NBA player?
I want to fuck James Harden so fucking bad.
James Harden.
Remember when Frank Castillo walked in on me in the bathroom and I was like,
Hey,
lock the
Katie.
door.
Katie,
And I
you
said,
could get
"Why
us
you
in
stop
trouble.
opening it?"
Katie, listen to what she's saying. You could get people in trouble.
What were you doing in the bathroom, Katie?
I was getting railed hard by this guy.
And what? Why didn't you lock the door?
Because people shouldn't open the door, you know. But if you want to see it, take a look. This is how it's done, you know. Like, I'll take 3 more car bombs, please.
3 more kababs.
I'm at a speakeasy in Venice.
Right now?
They're serving car bombs out of a bathtub.
I can't.
Well,
Anybody see Dean Galba?
okay, Katie,
my God,
Katie.
that
Nice to
is-
have Katie come on the show.
Katie.
You know what I really think you should do, Eleanor?
Wow.
Because I think this could be good. And I want
Wait, Eleanor's on the phone?
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Katie, she's the one. If you look at your phone, you can probably see that.
Katie,
I
who do
think
you?
I'm going to get into comedy if Eleanor can make it.
What, when you say make it, what do you mean exactly?
You fuck dice, you know, make it.
Would you fuck dice, Eleanor? Excuse me, Katie.
If you can fucking put out some Tanner.
He needs Tanner.
Anybody have Nick Cannon's number?
Oh my God.
Nick is in a little bit of trouble right now.
Why is Nick Cannon in
I
trouble?
like trouble.
He's
You
making-
didn't hear about Nick Cannon down?
Oh, what happened with Nick Cannon?
I
He
bet
said
he's got
that
a cannon in his pants.
Okay, Katie, we're not
Katie.
talking about that.
Nick
Go-
Cannon
God,
said
I'm
that
fucking horny. I'm fucking lonely.
Hold on a
More
sec.
fucking car bombs. Keep 'em coming.
We're going to talk about what happened to Nick Cannon. He got in trouble for what?
Nick
Anti-
Cannon said that blacks are the real Jews and that Jews are the real blacks. So do the math
If
on
that's
that
true,
one.
I fucked a lot of Jews.
Katie.
Katie,
My
maybe
house is a fucking synagogue if that's the fucking
Katie, maybe you shouldn't talk when you're drunk.
Katie, you got the Simon Wiesenthal Center in your apartment. What?
drunk. I'm fucking just getting warmed up, Don. 4 more car bombs here. Keep them coming.
This speakeasy's really doing it for you.
Maybe we should wrap this up.
Yeah, well, I think we are going to wrap it up because I don't even know how long you can go live. Are we still live, Mike? Oh, Curtis is over there.
Hello,
Okay.
Curtis.
Curtis, do I look like shit?
Yeah.
No, I didn't look at it yet because I'm dealing with Jeff. What'd you say?
Color is Curtis.
You can't follow Katie. That's why. If Katie ever got into stand-up, we'd all be fucked.
That's
Oh, that
what
is-
I've always
Curtis?
said
He sounds
that.
hot.
What color is who?
Curtis?
Curtis. He sounds hot. Curtis is he's a good old boy.
I gotta go. What a disappointment.
He may have like 9 inches soft. Isn't that your thing?
If it's white, it doesn't mean much to me.
What if it's Jewish?
As long as it's Larry, if it's Larry Bird or fucking Bobby Orr, that's the only Ray Borg.
You're sick, Katie.
All right. Well,
We
Eleanor,
love you.
thank you, Katie.
Well, let's thank
See
the
you-
great Jeff Dana. Oh, he hung up on me.
Oh,
Look how quick.
jeez.
Wow. He just like fucking tagged out.
I was like, obscure impressions aren't going to do it. And then Katie Seabury came in and,
Well, you don't have to say her last name, but
oh,
that's cool.
There you go. I didn't even realize I did it. But
Okay. We always call her Black Cock Katie.
Oh,
like
okay.
as if
That's
that's
what I
her
meant.
code name.
that's what I meant.
She's been on the Comedy Store podcast too.
The Seabury stands for burying cocks.
Yes. In
Barry
anywhere.
C. Seabury.
I remember she was dating this ball player, a baseball player.
You mean
She did-
basketball
no,
player.
as a
Remember him?
baseball- I remember the baseball
No, he was a baseball
yeah.
player.
She had a lot of athletes.
I'm not gonna say his whole name, but
Puig?
what?
Did it end in Puig?
No, it did not end in Puig.
No.
Did it end
He was
in
Cuban. His first name was Carlos, and so she would be like, "Fucking Carlos is in
Beltran?
town." I'm not gonna say. And so
Beltran?
they broke up for a little bit, and then one night she was walking out, and I go, "Katie, where are you going? You look nice." She goes, "I'm back on payroll." Fucking Katie, greatest, so much fun.
Out of all the comedy store characters, I bet if we put them up on a wall and ranked them, she might take number one.
Yeah, and
which
as
is
a-
beautiful.
As a team,
That's what,
May and Katie would take number one, right?
Yeah, but
Remember May?
I remember
Oh.
May, but Katie surpassed her so many
Oh,
ways.
certainly. But when they would
And-
have the fucking spelling bee, and you made them have a spelling bee and
Yeah.
answer questions, he was like, "Name the 5 Great Lakes," and Katie is actually pretty smart, so she
Yeah.
was naming them, and May was like, just looking at, "Who cares, Don?" You know, just fighting with him, and then Katie goes, "It's what I am to you," because it was Lake Superior. It was great. And May's like, "What? What are you? You bossy? You this?" Like she's guessing all this shit.
Katie's one of those people that, like,
One of my favorite hires.
I mean, you know, that's what I'm talking about. When I was making fun of all the impressions of people that nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and then sometimes there's just things that,
Like a
Are
Huck.
universal.
yep.
Like a Huck. When
Yep.
like Freddie Soto used to do Huck on
Yep.
the road.
And then
Remember
it makes
Huck
sense.
on the road? But the bucking, man. Yeah.
And that's what this whole thing's all about. It's like sometimes there's just people and characters that trump everything.
All right. We don't have to get political. Kidding. Danny, what happened? Bedtime?
Probably.
Isn't it weird now you get tired
Oh,
earlier?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
at 2:00, and I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
usually we're up till 5.
Yeah.
It's 2 o'clock. You're like,
I'm having people spitting in my mouth at this time.
that's
right?
true. What are you going to do about that?
I can't do it anymore.
He has people
Oh,
spitting in his mouth
Mary
at
Jane,
10 a.m.
they're coming by
now.
again.
They're back.
They're back
All right.
again.
We're going to wrap it up because I don't want Don to get a ticket. Curtis, Richie, Mike. Oh, were nice enough to let us do this. This was an
That was
experiment.
nice.
You
Thank you
guys are
very
awesome
much.
for coming
Thank
here.
you.
Tony Hinchcliffe. His socks even say TH on them. Some
Can we
kind
give
of
her social
Thalia
media? or
Hall,
no?
Chicago, Illinois.
Thalia Hall. It's amazing. And then Danny Harris. What's your name again?
Yes, close. It's Don Barris. Can we give social media or no?
Yes, please. Give social media.
You go ahead.
I don't go up in front of more than 50 people at a time, so this is a big crowd. Simply Don1, Twitter. Don Barris, Facebook.
I promise I'll straighten my hair soon, guys.
Okay. I'd love to do this again with you.
I'm
All
seeing
right.
if Jim Henson is hiring. Look at this. I look like a Muppet.
You're hot, Eleanor. Stop it.
Hot to trot, Tony. Hot to
The
trot.
hottest.
What is your? Thank you, Danny, for coming. Let me
I'm
see your
Tony
penis.
Hinchcliffe, of
Oh.
course. I'm just happy to be here. I'm hanging out, swung up here.
Did you do roast battle as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Came up here after. Could have easily
Kill
just
Tony podcast every. What
Yep.
are you doing? Monday and Tuesday now?
Sure. No.
Just
Mondays. Yep.
Every
And,
Monday.
Yeah. That's
It's
it.
so good.
It's easy
It's
breezy.
so fun.
We're having fun.
It's
We're
a great
killing it.
podcast.
Everybody's having fun here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Eleanor Kerrigan. This is my YouTube channel with not a lot of followers, but I love you guys. Thank you, and I promise to promote shit better.
I'll promote this. This was fun.
Aw, see, Tony's gonna help out. Comedy Store family. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mike Schmidt, Curtis, Richie,
Uh-oh.
Mary
All right,
Jane.
I'm back.
To-
I'm back.
Don?
I'm back.
What's happening?
Let's do a
right now?
couple more hours.
No, we got to go because you know what? Here's the way I look at it. I've always felt if you listen to the management, you don't fuck with them, they'll be nice with you. And they've got everything locked up except this.
Oh,
So I'm sure they
what
want
is
to
he
go.
doing? Okay, the other guy's getting a ticket.
It's okay?
Yeah, she's saying it's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody using the meter.
You parked at a meter? This is what the world's
Yeah,
come
Don.
to. Don Barris is parked at a meter at the Comedy Store. That's
This is what it's come
That's
to.
when you know it's a pandemic.
You know
Yeah.
what's really terrible? Fucking Ron Jeremy can't rape.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah. What's next? Carl Malone can't deliver mail?
Whoa, what?
Let me tell
He's
you
a
this.
rapist
This
as
is-
well,
This
isn't
is
he?
a world I don't
It's
want
a
to
good
live
time, Carl.
What were you going to say, Down? What?
I'm not sure. He gets nervous and he
There's
gets
a
on
big
his phone.
echo here.
It's a big echo.
It's powerful here.
It sounds
Don.
like inside my vagina. You can echo in there.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, get that microphone. You know you want to. Come on.
The NBA bubble, Richie said from Katie. Oh. All right. Thank you guys so
Bye,
much for
everybody,
listening.
on
Thank
Eleanor
you, Mike
Kerrigan's
Schmidt,
YouTube
Curtis.
page.
Thank you. Bye. It was, but I was fun. Something.
Because what you did is this.
Katie.
Oh my God, that Katie killed me.
Fucking Dana.